Hello Libra, and welcome to your monthly video horoscope for the month of October. Very powerful month astrologically for you Libra. You're in the middle of an eclipse portal that's very profoundly affecting you. We're all in the middle of an eclipse portal, but because of where it's placed in your chart, it's a very powerful energy, and you're likely feeling the impact of it. Eclipses will always happen within 2 weeks of each other. You will always have a solar eclipse and a lunar eclipse within 2 weeks of each other. And that 2-week period of time in between is a very profound time for personal change, especially if you focus upon the areas of your chart that eclipse is impacting. And the areas that it's impacting for you are all about yourself and how you relate to others. And we're going to go a little more deeply into that. You know, when we follow the contents of our heart, it tends to give us a deeper degree of security. And with that deeper degree of security, it has a profound impact on the course of our lives, where we wish to take things, how we put our energy behind what we're doing, because we're performing our actions with a deeper level of confidence. We feel secure, and it tends to have a very profound impact. In your life, there's been a relationship, a key connection, and sometimes it can even be your relationship to yourself. So I need to warn you about that. So it can be a friendship. It can be a connection to your partner. It can even be a connection to your boss. But there has definitely been a key connection in your life where you have felt the need to try harder to make things work. But just like the old saying goes, all work and no play. Well, all work and no play definitely leads to a very dull life. And if you're having to try really hard for something, sometimes that's a sign that there's something that's really wrong. And it doesn't really mean that you need to beat your head against a brick wall in order to try to sort what has gone wrong. In many cases, it just means you need to not try so hard. And such is the case when we're talking about you. Now, at the beginning of the month, we've got a very powerful lunar eclipse in your relationship sign, or relationship house rather. And what makes this so powerful? Well, it is part of a Grand Trine, a very powerful configuration of planets that forms a triangle in the sky. And this will include Uranus, Mars, and Jupiter. And what it means loosely is that the way that you associate with other people will be changing, shifting, and for the better. You don't need to try so hard. What you just need to do is to trust in what's right for you. And things will likely work out just of their own accord. In doing so, you'll become much more successful, and so will all of the connections in your life, because you'll be deeply and truly relating to yourself. And when you deeply and truthfully relate to yourself, everybody knows who they're dealing with. Within the business world, within where you're trying to put your energy towards realizing a very important hope and dream of yours, you'll gain much more confidence. Just learn from the mistakes of the past. Where there's a lot of tension, where there's a lot of struggle in your life, you don't have to continue to get drawn into that struggle. And you don't have to let your ire, you don't have to let yourself get irritated by the set of circumstances that you're dealing with. Don't get drawn into it. You can recognize that you do have a choice. Instead, you can discharge that energy by focusing your life on the things that are most inspiring to you. Live out the contents of your heart, because they are the contents of your heart. It doesn't mean that you care any less for another. It just means that you have to live in relation to who you are within your truth. If you do so, everything in your life will change miraculously this month, and for the better. Your relationship will get better, and your hopes, dreams, aspirations will stand a greater level of success. If you'd like a little more information on what this astrology means for you personally, in contrast to more planets than just your sun, because obviously video horoscopes just focus on the position of your sun and the planets in relation to that. But if you let me look at your birth chart, we can look at where all the planets are located for you and where all the other planets are transiting in relation to your chart. And we can do that either through a consultation that is conducted over web conference. I also do in-depth personalized video reports where I record a half-hour video that will be based on any questions that you may have or just what I tend to see in the chart, whatever your choice may be. And I also offer written reports where you can get an in-depth look at whatever you're needing to have an in-depth look at. And these are all available through my astrological services page on my website. Please do subscribe to my YouTube page. It really helps a lot. If you've enjoyed these videos, you'll then receive an update anytime a new video is posted. I do weekly video forecasts when time allows. I also do videos on aspects, and I also teach astrology courses over YouTube upon occasion too. Okay, that's going to do it for your monthly video horoscope for October, Libra. Until next month, I do hope you'll take